Good afternoon. This video is for informational purposes only. And I am going to just spread some knowledge about the earlier days of Christianity and Judaism and knowledge about the Sabbath and dates that have changed and stuff. Okay? All right. So in the earlier days, there was Judaism. And after the death of Christ, a lot of people, a lot of Gentiles converted over to Judaism. Okay. With this, they brought a lot of their old ways and pagan traditions and, stuff of that sort. So the Jews, some of the Jews anyway, they broke off and started up the religion as we know, well, Christianity. Okay. In 312, Emperor Constantine, he converted to Christianity. And in 313, Emperor Constantine sent out the edict that the unaliving of Christians will be illegal. So prior to that, they were killing Christians. They were killing them. Yes, they were. Now, Christians were first called Christians at Antioch after the death of Christ. Prior to that, they were called disciples and brethren. Okay? So when when Emperor Constantine became a Christian, he changed a lot of things, brought over pagan holidays and customs and traditions and whatnot. You got to keep in mind, like the Church of England, right? The Church of England falls under the sovereign, and they dictate different things and whatnot. So this is similar to how the Romans were. So the emperor, he dictated and changed a lot of things. Take the Sabbath, for instance. Now, the Romans went off of a different calendar. It was an 8-day calendar, and they changed to a 7-day calendar. So they based the Sabbath originally off of the Romans calendar, right? Now keep that in mind. So for convenience, he changed the Sabbath and made it Sunday. Sunday. Now, but prior to that, the Jews and Judaism went off of a lunar calendar, meaning the Sabbath changed every month based off of the moon, the first full moon. Like take for instance November. This month here, the Sabbath actually falls on Friday, which is today. Now, based off of, and I'm not here to prior to, I'm just learning this knowledge my own stuff. Prior to that, way back I was a Christian, and then from that I started recognizing the Sabbath on Saturday, right? According to Roman calendar, Sabbath is the 6th day. I don't know why Christians, it's like their mind is it's futile, or it's what's that? It's because they know that, or well, look like this. I didn't come to the realization that according to the Roman calendar, that the 7th day was in fact Sunday. Excuse me, as you were. The 7th day was in fact Saturday. And I based it off of me going to church on Sunday. This must be the 7th day. Monday's the first day. But no, I found out 6 years ago that the 7th day, according to the Roman calendar, is on Saturday. So Christians, they don't keep the Sabbath regardless because they go on the first day of the week, which is Sunday. Okay. Now that's the Roman calendar. Okay. And due to convenience, because the followers of Christ, the Sabbath, like I said, was a lunar calendar based off of the first moon, and it changed monthly. Okay. Now keep that in mind, lunar calendar. I want you to keep that in mind. Okay. Easter. My grandmother, she told me that back in the day, Easter didn't change. Easter was always the first Sunday in April. Easter changed. Now, guess why it changed? They based it off of the lunar calendar. That's why Easter changed and is different days in April. It sometimes even fall on the last Sunday in March because it's based off of a lunar calendar. Same thing, my grandmother told me, time didn't used to change. Mm-mm. The reason why time changed is because they wanted to give the farmers more daylight to farm. That's why time had started, the daylight savings time happened because they want to give farm, and nowadays they don't even farm like that. A lot of stuff is GMO. It's made in labs and whatnot. Okay. So I don't know why people, they don't think that, things change, about change. Humans is in our nature, humans, a lot of us fear change, intimidated by change, or just simply complacent and don't want to change. Okay. But I'm just here to spread knowledge. I'm in Hosea 4:6, It says, my people perish for lack of knowledge. And because they reject knowledge, he's